So I have changed my mind about how I feel in regards to Blake Lively. I was giving her the benefit of the doubt on the bar scene, but now that I did Flixier, changed the DB so that I could hear their conversation more, I realize that I don't think she was being honest in what happened there. Um, okay, so at point 25, you hear Justin make his like one of his attempts to make her take off her jacket. He says, "We're all wearing our onesies." And he points to Jenny, like himself, kind of thing, or just points to Jenny. I can't remember. But he just says, "We're all wearing our onesies." And then at point 34, he said, "Are you hot? Are you comfortable?" Okay, so in her version, he says sorry hot at the after he says she claims he says you look sexy, which he never said you look sexy. And then he said sorry hot. That's her version. But here we distinctly hear him say, "Are you hot? Are you comfortable?" So in order for her to not know it was heat related with the place, you would have to I don't think that's a misunderstanding. She knew he was asking about the heat. Are you hot? Are you comfortable? After he was asking her to take off her jacket because everybody else was wearing their onesies. So at first, because like there was so much background noise, I didn't realize how clearly he made it that he was asking for that because everybody else was wearing their onesies. And then at point 50 he said, "I think it's pretty hot." Not her. Not don't think you're hot. Like he's saying, "I think it's pretty hot, the temperature of the room." That is clear in context now. Then he says point 56, he goes, "It's sexy." And then at point 58, he immediately points to her teeth to let her know there is something that is in her teeth. Okay. 101, he says, "Can you get and then before he finishes his sentence, the first AD yells out toothpick. I think that this did bake Blake Lively mad. I think the first AD wasn't discreet enough. Like Blake Lively is very like cares very much about her image, and the first AD just let everybody know something was in her teeth because she yelled out toothpick, which makes everybody look obviously, well, not everybody, but anyways, I couldn't help but wonder if that led to the call to Ange being like, "I don't like how she operates," kind of situation. But then at 107, you hear distinctly. I know people are like, "I don't hear the sexual." I do. He says, "Sorry, I missed the sexual harassment meeting," and he rolls his eyes. But this is why I now am convinced that Blake Lively was rewriting what happened. Immediately, you hear Blake laughing. Immediately, not even a pause. You immediately hear her laughing at his statement. And then I was like, "Oh, okay, my mind has been changed." Also, because he never walked away. I know y'all think, "What's the big deal? She wrote he walked away." It does make a big deal because in her version, he says this like really super dismissive thing and then walks away. That gives you the image that he didn't care about her, that he just drops this thing on her and then just walks away like he doesn't care. That is not the case. He never leaves. He's there. And so that is a narrative choice to claim he walked away when he never did. So after hearing all of this, increasing the volume, hearing her laugh so immediately after he makes the joke, that tells me that she gave him the impression that she understood it was a joke. And I don't I and that's why I hope the full audio comes out because um because I want to hear what she had said that prompted him to say that. And the interesting thing is he doesn't even say it to her. I mean, she's at the table, but he's looking at Jenny Slate, which makes me wonder, did Jenny just say something and that's why he said what he said? I really need to hear the audio of Jenny and Blake because his reaction to whatever why he was looking at Jenny and then Blake Lively's like immediate laughter just makes me go, I gave her the benefit of the doubt and then everybody was mad at me for giving her the benefit of the doubt, but I didn't hear certain key things that make me change my mind. Now, mind you, I was like, could she have misremembered? I don't know. I don't know now because I think those are key intentional. framings to start off by claiming he said, you're sexy," which he never did, and then go to hot. Instead of starting off saying that he literally was just saying, "Hey, we're all wearing our onesies. It's hot. Are you comfortable? Or are you hot? Are you comfortable? It's pretty hot. I think it's pretty hot." And then trying to say it's sexy because of the feedback she's given in the past that she wants her clothes to be sexier or her character's clothes to be sexier. Um, and so now I think is that laugh, is that immediate laugh. I think that's what changed my mind. So I she laughed.